Hey Chase, can we take him to the fridge?
M16 with a scope, that's a pipe dream. Fuck nigga, what come on, it's ice cream. Be quiet before I put you in a white tee. God, you the most pussy nigga I've seen. Damn, you a fuck boy. I don't wanna hear, we already making enough noise. Yeah.
It's Thursday, which means I'm supposed to upload a video. I'm gonna be honest, I don't have the motivation to make a good video this week because I'm feeling a bit under the weather. I'm on my period. So, not exactly in the mood to make a really funny or insightful video. But I decided that I would talk about what my life has been like so far. Still unemployed, but I have 2 short-term gigs lined up, so I'm not going to be totally broke, which is nice. But it kind of has gotten me thinking about one of the less talked about disadvantages of being unemployed, and that is boredom and a lack of purpose, a lack of responsibility. You know, I've been trying to get more into my hobbies now that I have all this free time, but I just haven't been enjoying it very much. I typically, when I'm not working, I like drawing or making music or reading, but none of that has just been hitting as well as it used to. The book I'm trying to finish reading, I've been trying to read it literally all year. It's called I Love You So Much, It's Killing Us Both. This book is awful. This book is literally awful. It is such a slog. The review of the book that I watched before I read it was like, oh, the book is really long and it's longer than it needs to be, and it really is longer than it needs to be. My God, very annoying. The writing is just also really pretentious. At first I was kind of impressed with the way it was written because it's very poetic, but after a while it becomes exhausting to read, so I wouldn't recommend it. Anyways, I guess I've been thinking a lot about hobbies, and everyone acts like hobbies are like the cure. They're the solution to all of your problems. Oh, get a hobby. Do your hobbies. Focus on your hobbies. Guys, hobbies are not the fucking solution. Hobbies are fun for like a few weeks, and then after that, it's like, what now? Literally, what now? After a while, I just get sick and tired of doing random stuff. Focusing on my hobbies alone makes me feel like an NPC. I don't want to feel like an NPC. I want to feel like my life is going somewhere and I'm making some kind of progress. And usually when, like, the way I think about it this way is that, like, if I have a hobby, I like my hobby to, like, lead towards something. Like, I really like doing competitions because it gives me some kind of a goal. Like, oh, what if I won this competition? What if I got selected? I like doing that sort of stuff. I like working on projects with other people because then I'm getting to meet new people. But I definitely don't like just doing the same hobbies over and over again alone in my room. And that's pretty much what I've been doing as an unemployed person because I don't have the money to put myself out there and try more interesting things. The other thing is that I'm also just like tired of hobbies. Like, I've been doing hobbies my whole life. I've always been that kid who didn't have a ton of friends growing up and didn't do very much. So all I had were my hobbies, and I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of it. I want to go out more and I want to do more things and I want to travel, and I can't do that because I have no money, and I have no money because I don't have a job. So what's a girl to do? I've gotten so bored. I've started taking on random responsibilities around my house, like doing dishes even when it's not my day to do dishes, or picking people up and dropping them off, or just picking up groceries, just doing random stuff because, like, what else am I supposed to do? I don't know. Even sleeping has started to become exhausting for me. Like, I sleep all day and then I wake up and I'm like, damn, what else am I supposed to do besides sleep? I don't know. Ugh. I kind of want to talk about what it's like to be unfulfilled with your career or with your career trajectory, and what it's like to, like, not achieve your dreams or whatever. So my situation is I don't even know, I don't think I've ever had like a dream job. But I knew from a young age that I was really interested in storytelling and I wanted to tell stories somehow. Movies, books, comics, video games. I want to tell stories. And that's not really a job. I mean, it is a job in the sense that you could do it and you can get paid, but it's not the same as being like a doctor. You don't just go to storytelling school and get a degree in storytelling and then you become a storyteller. And oh, look at the neighborhood cat. Okay, anyways, whatever. Sorry, I got distracted. Yeah, anyways, so it's not like being a doctor where you have like a full or like a regular career. It's kind of like you just tell stories, and if you make money, you make money, and if you don't make money, you don't make money, and that's pretty much it. It's a hobby that might become a career. And I think I knew that from a very young age. I was very self-aware about that. So I don't think I ever really put in the effort to achieve this dream of mine. I always ended up putting it on the back burner, and instead of focusing on my plan A, which was to become a storyteller, I focused on my plan B, which was to become anything else. My first plan B was to become a software engineer. I wanted to learn how to code, and I wanted to work at a tech company because one, they make good money, and two, I think coding is a useful skill that would help me tell stories. Wow, great. So I was like, great, I'm going to become a software engineer. And of course, I ended up being pretty horrible at it. I'm not the best coder, and I also am just like really bad at math. I'm like borderline dyslexic when it comes to math. So I just didn't have what it took to compete as a software engineer. Anyways, so so I focused on trying to be a software engineer, and I was terrible at it. So I changed my major to like arts, and I was gonna be a graphic designer, and I was trying to be a graphic designer, and then I realized very quickly that graphic designers just don't make that much money. When I was in college, I did an internship, and I was making $17 an hour at that internship, and I was very disappointed to find out that $17 an hour I was making was pretty much like the entry level salary for a graphic designer. Like I was already doing pretty good for myself, and it was just like, you know what I mean, like it didn't seem like there was very much money to be made. So I was like, okay, well, what else can I do with my skills that will allow me to actually pay off all of this student debt that I have? And that's when I discovered UX design. And if you don't know what UX design is, it's basically just the people who design like the way apps and websites look. And I know that there's a more complex definition, but that's pretty much what they do. They pretty much just design apps and websites. So that's what I learned how to do, and I got pretty good at it. I won an award. I did another internship. This one was unpaid, but you know what I mean? Like I was making pretty good progress, and then just the tech bubble crashed, and now it's basically impossible to become a UX designer. Every single UX job posting is looking for 10 years of experience and a master's degree. Tech companies are laying off employees left and right, and UX as an industry is just dead. And anyone who tells you otherwise is probably just trying to sell you a course. Like, I'm serious. Like, don't go to school for it. It's not really a thing anymore. So that was my plan C. Oh no, is that plan C? So plan A was storyteller. Plan B was software engineer. Plan C was graphic designer, and plan D. So we're on plan D, and plan D hasn't worked out. Anyways, so now, as you guys know, we recently had an election in the United States, and the election was between a normal person and an evil orange person, and the evil orange person won. So now the economy is garbage, and there's no jobs, and everyone's sad, and I've gotten to a point where I'm considering just completely abandoning the creative and tech world altogether. And I'm considering just going to do something else. But I kind of don't want to, because at that point, that would be like plan E. So I'm just feeling really defeated right now because, like, I think I've spent my entire life making what I thought was the rational decision. I thought, okay, I'm not going to be a storyteller. I'm going to go and be an engineer. I'm going to be a designer. I'm going to do something more practical. And then none of that paid off, basically. Like, literally none of that paid off. And now I'm having to do something that I don't give a shit about at all. I don't know. I went in and I looked at my old diary, and I found a diary entry called "Maybe I'm Just Delusional," and it basically says, I don't even know why I thought I could try to be an artist, and I was kind of just expressing this feeling of being entitled, because lots of people work boring, stupid jobs that they don't like, and I don't know why I feel like I'm above that, and why I feel like I deserve to follow my passion while other people do things that are more important for society. And I can totally see where I was coming from there. I think that I was being a little bit silly, but at the same time, it's the reason why I feel frustrated is that I wasn't even trying to be an artist. I wasn't even trying to be an artist at all. I was trying to work in the tech field, and that didn't work out either. So I don't know. I'm just feeling really, really defeated right now. I don't know. I just feel like young people are so misled about jobs. I think that from a young age, people always ask you questions like, "Oh, what do you want to be when you grow up?" and "Oh, follow your dreams," and that's just bullshit. Frankly, I think that the reality is that you'll probably just end up doing the same job that your parents did most of the time. Like, most people work in a similar field as their parents because it's easier to get a job if your parents or your families or your close friends know you, right? That's why in Hollywood, everyone's a Nepo baby. It's because if your mommy and your daddy are famous directors, it's easier to become an actress. If your mommy and your daddy are famous music producers, it's easier to become a musician. I've been kind of thinking about what do I want this channel to be? Because originally when I started this channel, I wanted it to just be a really small channel where I just share my thoughts on things or my feelings, and just to have like an archive of how I'm feeling and how I perceive the world in my 20s, pretty much. Like, this wasn't supposed to be a serious thing. I upload a video whenever I want about whatever I want. But now I'm kind of thinking about it. I'm almost done with college. I have made I don't have any job prospects. No offers. I've gotten like one interview. And I've been applying and applying. The economy is crap right now. And I guess what I'm wondering is, like, should I try to take my YouTube channel a little bit more seriously? I mean, I don't know. I mean, okay, here's the thing. I've done some research. I don't think it's possible for me to make a ton of money on YouTube, just because I think even if you get monetized, it's like they pay you like $10 per every 1,000 views, which can be a lot of money or not a lot of money. I think if you... like, it's not a lot of money. If you get like 30k views, that's only $300. $300 a week is the same amount of money I could make just working at like McDonald's or something. That's not really big money. And if you get like 1 million views on a YouTube video, that means that you would get about $10,000. You get $10,000. That's pretty good, right? Except it's not that good. Like, think about it, right? If you were like, there are people like ContraPoints, right? ContraPoints, she's a YouTuber. She makes like one like hour-long, really good, high-quality video, and she, like, once a month, and it gets like over 1 million views every single time. So based off of what I've researched, it seems like she's making about $10,000 a video, which is pretty good, but it's not that good. Because, I mean, think about it this way, right? If you were like a public speaker, for instance, and you were doing like a presentation or a TED Talk, the tickets you were selling for that presentation would probably be more than $10. So you would be getting more than $10 per person. So you would make way more money. So if you can convince like 1 million people to watch your video, you only get $10,000. But if you can convince like even just 500 people to come and watch you talk live, you could probably make way more than $10,000 off of that alone. So I mean, I don't know. It's not like you're not getting paid as much as people think. You definitely will make money, but not a lot of money. So it's like maybe I should just like go and work at like a fast food place or something and call it a day. I don't know. But, you know, I was kind of thinking about like what I want this channel to do, what I want this channel to be. I'm kind of experimenting with the kinds of videos I want to make. So far, I'm really liking these chatty videos where I'm just talking into a microphone with some gameplay in the background or something. I think that this is a pretty chill way to make videos, and it's pretty sustainable for my situation in life right now. But I understand that if I want my videos to get more views, there are things that I might have to do. I might have to show my face on camera, which means getting a better camera, or because I could use my phone, but my phone doesn't have enough storage, frankly. So it's like I might as well get a camera because the cameras are cheaper than phone. So okay, I'm like, okay, cool, I could do that. And I've been kind of thinking, like, if I want to get lots and lots of views, I could make more lighthearted videos that would appeal to a wider audience of people. But I don't know. Like, the thought of going viral on social media, I mean, first of all, I'm way out of my element here. I'm not going to go viral. But the thought of going viral low-key gives me anxiety. Like, I do not like the idea of going viral. I don't like the idea of having so many people's opinions thrown at me at once. Like, I can handle, like, having a small channel where, you know, I get, like, maybe like 1,000 views on a video on a good day. I can handle that. But anything more than that, I think I'd probably lose my shit.